You're listening to the CDG Experience, brought to you by the Complete Game Broadcasting Studio here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Grayson here with Woody and Chris, and our special guest for today's episode, the instructor for Complete Game Broadcasting, Tim Nunn.
Hey, good job.
Yep, thank you.
I was waiting to see if he'd remember my name.
Yep, we made a script
He
for
wrote it down.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling today?
Another day in paradise.
I'm good, man.
Yeah,
Good.
nice. You want to tell us a little bit about your school?
I will. So, Complete Game Broadcasting, we've been around for close to 30 years now. Originally, Atlanta Broadcast Institute, bought out by Jeff Batten to Complete Game Broadcasting, and then I bought him out in 2019. So we're over here off of Sandy Springs, in Sandy Springs, Georgia. We are anything and everything you can think about broadcasting. So we run a 9-week all-inclusive class, which goes from the beginning of voice work to editing, to getting on the mic, to getting on the camera, behind-the-scenes production. So anything and everything you can think about broadcasting. Sports, news, doesn't have to be one specific thing. So we'll give you a taste, a 9-week program. We have 3 classes a week, 3 hours a day on those 3 days. So what is that? 27 classes over a period of probably 2.5 months. Certified through the state of Georgia in production and TV and radio broadcasting. Besides that, our studio, we also rent out our podcast rooms. We're going to have a specific production class starting in January, which is a 10 class, which is about 4.5 weeks. That'll be coming up in January. Run camps during the summer for high school kids. Trying to do a lot of different things over here.
Yeah, I really do like your studio. It's really nice. Everything's set up. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of things to learn from. I think a lot of people should personally invest themselves into it.
And one thing too, it's not like your typical school, right? You don't sit at a desk and do bookwork.
Yeah.
It's all hands-on. It's skills-oriented. So it's more along the lines of a trade school. So you're learning a lot of different skills.
All at once, yeah.
All at one time.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite things to teach students?
Wow. To teach them. I think I'm pretty open about everything that they're learning. I think the best part is building relationships and holding on to those relationships. The Complete Game Broadcasting family is huge. There's a lot all over Atlanta, and that's sort of cool to see your students go on and do things, even if it's as simple as calling high school football games or anything like that. But I think the great thing is people come into class, they're nervous. Of course, everybody's nervous. It's like public speaking a little bit, but it's not. They come in, they're worried about their voice, they're doing all this kind of stuff. And I'm not lying, by the end of the first week, people are ready to come back to class. They look forward to coming to class because they're learning, they're hanging out with everybody that's got the same interest as them, and they just love it. They just love it. So,
Do you have a crazy story that kind of stuck in your mind throughout the years of teaching?
a crazy story.
Something interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a success story. How about that?
Absolutely.
Dylan knows him. Miles Williams came through the class with Dylan, and very unsure of himself. He was probably mid-20s. Has a small young boy who I think is like 7 now. Sort of crazy. Just didn't know what he wanted to do with his life, and got him through the class. You could see him growing week by week. Got very confident. Got him on over at a place called Love 860 and Real 1100 AM as just a board operator. So producer, board operator, working out over there. Met somebody that had a show over there, started hanging out with them, and got to do Super Bowl Media Row interviews.
Oh.
Got to do ACC Media Day interviews.
Wow.
And then he got the position of the operations manager over at the station, a full-time position. So now that has since changed because they're out of Boston. Beasley Media, you think? Maybe. But anyway, they shut down that station. So now he's working at 929 The Game.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yeah, I listen to Night
Yeah.
Game a lot. So yeah, that's cool to know that someone can come here and get to that level.
Yeah, and I got another guy is executive producer of Atlanta Braves that's doing all the board work and producing for every Braves game over at 680 The Fan.
Nice.
So a couple guys there. That's just there. And then obviously, like I said, a lot of guys will just go out and do it as a side gig, make extra bucks on the side doing games, high school games and things like that. And then trying to expand, see what happens.
Speaking of sports, what's your teams?
Oh man, I'm a homer. So I grew up in Atlanta. So all my pro teams are Atlanta teams. And then I went to Clemson, so I'm a Clemson guy.
Okay, yeah. See,
So I'm pretty local.
Yeah. So the Braves is your go-to baseball
Yeah.
team?
Oh yeah.
What do you think about this year?
I got a cool Braves story I'll tell you about.
Let's do it.
You'll like this one. Of course, you guys won't remember these names. So when I was in high school, they played at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium.
Okay.
Which was before
Turner?
before. What do you remember? What was in between? No, yeah,
It was
Truist, Turner, and then Atlanta Fulton County.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was before the Olympics. So it was before your parents probably even thought about having kids. So in high school, we would go down to Braves games because you could get in by $5. But if you know where Georgia State's football stadium is, that was where Atlanta Fulton County Stadium was. Okay, so the only way to get down there was via MARTA, and then probably a good 1.5 to 2 mile walk to the stadium. So here we are, high school, not driving yet. So we must have been 15. Braves were on a little run at the beginning of the season, so we decided to go to a lot of games. So we're sitting in the outfield, and there's a bunch of rowdy guys around us. And back then, they'd bring a car around the outfield on the inside of the fence around like a giveaway. And all these people around us start throwing stuff at the car. Just trash and all kinds of cups and all this kind of stuff. And we're just sort of sitting there laughing, me and my buddy. And all of a sudden, all these ushers came and started hauling everybody out, including us. And we didn't do anything. And even the fans around were like, they didn't do nothing. Kicked us out of the stadium. When you get out of the stadium, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, pitch black, a walk back to MARTA by ourselves.
Oh, yeah. No.
Ooh, Mama was pissed when we got home.
Yeah.
Because she had to pick us up at the other MARTA station. She was pissed. Man, she raised hell. She wrote letters to the Braves, all this kind of stuff. So probably about a couple weeks later, we get in the mail an apology letter. And then back in the day, they would run real doubleheaders.
Yeah.
Like they'd run a game and then maybe an hour break and then a game. So you were there for 2 games. And back then, the Dodgers were pretty good. And I don't know if you know of a guy by the name of Fernando Valenzuela. He was a lefty pitcher for the Dodgers. And when he'd pitch, he'd roll his eyeballs back in the back of his head. And he was pretty insane. But he was a massive, talented rookie. And so they gave us field tickets like 2 rows behind the dugout for the doubleheader against the Dodgers.
Oh, wow, nice.
That's what they made up for.
I mean, I was going Super Saiyan.
At least it did something for y'all, because that is very random to happen for sure.
Yeah, that was sort of way back in the day when the Braves were terrible. But that was my big Braves story. Falcons, what do I want to say about the Falcons? I've had season tickets for close to 40 years now.
Oh, awesome. So you go to a lot of the games?
I do go to a lot of the games.
Nice.
They were my dad's tickets. He doesn't really use them anymore because he's not able to go. So I've sort of taken them over. So I got 3 boys, so we sort of divvy them up.
Yeah.
I have them draft games. They get to do one game where they can go and take whoever they want to a game. Then they can go to another game where they have to take either a sibling or take me. And so that covers all the games.
Yeah.
So that's 3 of them and 1 of me, so that's 8 games. That's perfect.
So y'all going to the Buffalo game?
I'm not, but 2 of my boys are.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't, man. I got a big pickleball match.
Oh, okay. Tell me about pickleball. I don't know enough about
Prime pickleball player right here, 3.5 level.
Right, okay.
So I started playing pickleball probably about 2 years ago. My girlfriend played a lot. Well, she started playing because her dad played. And she goes, hey, you got to try this game. I said, all right, I'll try it. Now I've gotten sucked in.
Okay.
Sucked in, dude. It's a blast. I play probably 4 or 5 times a week, probably 3 hours at a time. So good exercise. But I joined there's a neighborhood of people I know that has what they call an Alta team. So in Atlanta, it stands for Atlanta Lawn and Tennis Association, which was developed a long time ago for tennis. #1 tennis organization in the whole country. But they have leagues, and they develop like neighborhoods, and they play each other, and it's like a big old thing. So they implemented pickleball a couple years ago. So Monday nights, we're in a pickleball league.
That's very interesting.
So there's a men's doubles line, a women's doubles line, and then 2 mixed doubles lines.
Okay. What is the sport, though? That's one thing I don't know much about pickleball.
tennis on a small court and combine it with ping pong.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, is it the ones where you have the little like?
It's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah. Okay.
With holes in it, but it's not a wiffle ball. It's a little bit harder than a wiffle ball. Doesn't hurt if it hits you, but you can smack them pretty good. And then there's a little bit different rules. I mean, there's a little area in the middle called the kitchen that you can't jump into or you can't go into. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's great. A lot of ladies play it. If y'all are on the hunt,
I have a relationship, but I got 2 single.
If you're on a hunt,
so.
if you learn how to play pickleball, I'm telling you, because it's a small court, so there's good interaction and fun, talking back and forth. But yeah, it's a good time. Good time. Keeps me active.
I'll be there next weekend.
I played. I was playing 50 and over basketball for a while. I was a 4-sport athlete in high school, believe it or not. But basketball, you would never guess it. 5 foot nothing. Commish, played basketball in high school, so I was starting point guard here in Atlanta, so that was pretty good. I was playing in a basketball league for 50 and overs, and it was like there's probably 50 of us that were involved in it, and you just show up. Like I think we ran two nights a week, and you just show up, and we had 3 uniforms, so we just divide into 3 teams. So if 30 people showed up, we'd have 10 on a team, or if 20, we never had that many, but maybe 24 showed up. We have 8 on a team, so we have some subs, and we'd play like 20-minute games or whatever, and we'd just run. It's fast break, run. Pretty crazy. We had some 75 and 80-year-old dudes out there running, fast breaking basketball.
Hey, man, that makes me realize I need to do more exercise.
I was doing that every Monday and Thursday, and then COVID hit. And with the 70 and 80-year-old, those guys were like, we can't play no more.
Yeah.
So that sort of killed that. I tried my hands at golf, which I enjoyed because it was something to do during COVID that you could do.
Yeah.
I sucked at it, man. What a frustrating game that is.
Yeah, I've played a couple of times before. It's not easy.
It's impressive, those pros that do that. But then I got in pickleball, so that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah. It's nice to stay active and do something different all the time. Sports in general, it really is one of the best ways to exercise because you're doing it and you're getting the enjoyment from it.
I like the competition.
Yeah, competition definitely is where it's
like you could go jog, you can go lift weights. I can't do that shit.
Yeah,
it's too much self-motivation. I need to compete against somebody and beat their ass.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That'll really push you.
I'm beating my inner demon's ass every time I lift weights. So.
There you go. All right, I hear you.
Yeah. But no, the best, hands down, the best sport there is. It's called sleeping.
Really, that's
yes.
one thing I did not expect you to say. But
we got to keep working on you.
How would you classify that as a sport?
Burning calories when you're sleeping.
Very little.
Still burning though. Your body is getting re-energized. Helps you tone up a little bit, and you ain't got to deal with people.
You're pushing.
It's the best of both worlds.
I like what you said about number 2 and number 4.
How is
builds energy.
Yeah.
Okay, but how much sleep are you getting?
That's a good question, actually.
That's a lot. You get a decent amount of sleep, like 10 hours at least.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I mean, I would say you definitely need 8. But as you get older, man, like me, I go to bed at like 11, 11:30, get up at 5:30, 6:30, 6.
Yeah, that's how I
Damn,
go.
I do feel like.
What's the last thing you said? I sort of like that one. What'd you say?
Oh, I don't have to deal with people.
Oh, yeah. That's sometimes good.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, one kind of go back to the whole school thing.
Mm-hmm.
Judging based off of what you've seen, so far since you've been here with us, do you have any criticism you would like to share? Something we should all work on?
I get positive critiquing. I don't think I've ever been negative with you guys. I might joke with y'all. I think I'd just keep it lighthearted. But no, I think it's good to get out there and do reps. You're not going to be a professional speaker and stuff right from the get-go.
Yeah, it's like our second actual recording, so, the more time we spend on it, the better we'll get. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is, in radio, you have, I say a lot, too. I hate that. And now I'm saying they'll do 30-minute promos where they have to read a promo, and a lot of people, you can type it out and I know exactly how many sentences is about 30 seconds. But it's really important in radio to be on spot with those because they have to get out. It's only a 30-second spot. It's advertising, so they're getting paid for that, you know. So a lot of people will just write it on a sheet of paper and just read it because you're on radio, nobody can see you. The really good guys can ad-lib it without the paper, and they hit that spot every time. And we sort of practice that in here. You learn what 15 seconds is like on day one, and you'd be shocked at how long actually 15 seconds is. Or you'll think, oh, wow, that I still have 8 seconds to fill. And so you actually learn, oh, okay, that's what 15 seconds is. So it's a whole learning a whole learning perspective in the class where you're building on top of skills. So day one, you're starting to work on your voice. You're starting to learn the recording studio. You're starting to learn editing. And then you do projects where you have to record your voice. You have to go in the studio, record. You have to edit. And you're just building throughout the class. I don't even know if I answered the question, whatever was asked.
No, I think you answered it because, it's that is one thing that I agree with completely is the more reps we do, the better this is going to get, the more comfortable we're going to get. We'll learn little bits and pieces each time we do the shows. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just real, right? We're just talking.
Yeah, it's just like it's just
that's what makes it
sitting at a
best. You can't script it.
No, not at all.
I think that's one of the things y'all did at the beginning that was hard. Y'all tried to script everything.
Yeah.
Like on a show. I'm talking to Dylan. He's over in the back scenes trying to be a producer.
He's standing in the corner watching us.
I think one of the things they did, they'd write out basically everything they were going to talk about. And it sounds so like robotic. It's not good. That's why you just sort of have to have almost like an outline. You can have an outline, but a very, very general outline because you can spin off and talk about whatever.
Yeah, I think the first couple of days I was showing Chris the stuff that I recorded because I sent it to my Facebook Messenger. I sent him some of the stuff. He's like, yeah, it was a big improvement from the very first thing I recorded to the final project that we did.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny because the first couple little assignments we do, we always have a task in class. Like, we remember the ABC, Jackson's school promotion thing? That was like one of the first weeks, or the first week that we did that.
That was the first week. That was the first thing I showed him.
And it's basically doing a script and then throwing a music bed underneath. And it sounds really cool. But then by the time you get to the end of the 9 weeks, it's always like we always save all of our projects. And by the end of the 9 weeks, people will be like, can I go back and redo such and such? Yeah, absolutely. Because you get better.
I always keep it in my messenger that, if I'm ever just bored or something, I just want to hear how I used to be. I would just go back and play them. And I even played it for Grayson. And
wow, his ego is not big. I like listening to myself.
Well, I like to see where I improved from where I first started,
Yeah? No, you just like hearing yourself. Let's just be honest.
Let me ask you this.
I'm a Florida Gator fan.
Yeah, he likes to talk about
when you did play-by-play hockey stuff, was that hard at first?
Yes, that was actually very hard because you're like, okay, I got to make sure I get the names right so I don't butcher the names. And
right.
a lot of hockey players don't have regular common American names. A lot of them are.
Yeah, but you were doing kid hockey around here.
Yeah, but it was over in I think it was over in Duluth. It was the under 18 league.
What was the hardest part of that? Did you feel more comfortable by the time you got done with it?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And it sucks I only did the one season.
Right.
Because I had moved back to Florida.
Right.
But, no, I enjoyed it. But the hardest part would probably be either trying to get up there because they didn't have an actual booth. And they had to give you a ladder to climb up.
Really?
To go get up there. And it was just like a little table, one of the pop-up tables.
Sure.
With a computer.
Yep.
So that was hard, just trying to get up the ladder every time.
Oh, my gosh.
I bet it is.
Classic. So you did play-by-play hockey. You did some production with Patrick at Georgia State. What'd you do? Did you do camera or did you do...
No, I did the score bug for the football games.
So you did sort of the graphics side of things.
Yeah, like when they would score a touchdown, I would do the 6 and the 7, or penalty, I would draw that.
Okay.
Do the timeouts and stuff.
So you did graphics.
Whenever you see those videos of you at the board, at Georgia State, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like watching a football game on TV and
right.
you see that stuff down on the scroll on the bottom, the timeouts and the score and stuff.
That's
somebody's got to change that stuff during the game.
And then I also did the soccer games for Georgia State. I was at the actual stadium, is what you would call it. Mm-hmm. I was the substitution guy, where people would be trying to sub.
Oh, nice. So you're on the field doing subs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem is, I'd have to have a walkie-talkie and be like, this person is subbing in for this person for for Georgia State, then I have to do it for the away team and be like, this person is substituting for so and so here. So, and then I think I did a little bit of the high school stuff with Patrick as well when he was over at I think it's like Southside Media or whatever it is.
Southland TV. That's what
Southland TV.
Yeah.
I did the high school basketballs with him.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I got a little bit of experience before I moved back to Florida. Now that I'm back here, I want to be able to try to get back into it.
Yeah.
And I know you were mentioning something about the Atlanta Gladiators doing some camera work and stuff.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's too late for the season because the season starts in like 2 weeks. But
Yeah, sometimes they're always looking. I
and
think
there's always something out there.
you might really want to consider doing that production class with Patrick because you get basics, which probably is what you're used to.
Yeah.
But you get advanced work too, which would be good.
I'm definitely interested in that.
So,
And it's
yeah.
definitely within my price range. So that might be something I look into.
Yeah, camera work's not bad. I had my youngest son did some camera work for SUV TV, which is a streaming service here in Atlanta. Does a lot of high school tournament games and stuff. And he went over and did a camera. He was a corner camera, so like the end zone camera type of thing. He did an event. He had a blast. He did it from like 10 in the morning to like 6 at night, just game after game after game. He made like $200, for a day of enjoying something you want to do.
So speaking of hockey, though, I know, Dylan, that you're a big hockey fan. Mm-hmm. If you could sell the sport to someone, how would you sell it? Because we had this conversation the other day because I'm personally trying to enjoy
that's
it.
hard to do unless the way I would do it is if you have to go to a game.
Yep. Bingo.
You have to go to a game in order to experience. Rather it be the minor league or the majors. You have to go to the league. Or you have to go to the game to experience it.
Oh, yeah. It's a completely different experience than watching.
And it's fast-paced. It's like...
It's a lot fast.
Because the other night, I had the Lightning game on because their season just started. And he was, asking about it. And I was like, you have to experience it in person. Because it's fast-paced and, they're wearing an extra 60 pounds worth of pads on them.
So you need to go to a Gladiators game.
That's our plan.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's our plan to go to
because
one after EDC.
Because you can get pretty decent tickets anywhere. You can sit about anywhere.
I think I
so
saw
you
the
can sit
tickets
pretty
online
close.
For like 22-ish.
You want to hear my Gladiator story?
Yeah.
Am I dominating y'all's show?
Oh, no.
No, you good.
So, gosh, when was this? My kids were little. This had to be 15 years ago. 15 years ago, probably. We went to a Gladiators game, and it's fan appreciation night. So when you go in, you had to fill out this little form and put it in a bucket. And so they were like, all right, we're getting ready to draw names for the halftime shooting contest. And they pulled my name.
Oh.
Me amongst like 7 other people's names. So I had to represent my whole section. Mind you, I did grow up in Michigan and Indiana until about first grade. So I have held a hockey stick. But, dude, that's been like 40-something years ago, right? So they get us out on the ice, and they start us like basically right in front of the net. And everybody shoots, makes it, and they move us back, right? And so probably by the time we got back to, the first blue line?
Yeah.
By the first blue line, there's probably maybe 3 of us left. So mine goes in, another guy's goes in, another guy misses. So it's me and another guy. Now I got my whole section with my little kids and their buddies up there going crazy for me.
You got your fans.
Yeah. And so we go to, and now it's almost like done. The period's almost over. We get to the half, the center line, both make it again. I made it from center line, Dylan. That's pretty, come on.
That's NHL level right there.
Well, nobody was in net, but I did make it. So then we go, they take us back, and now the players like almost coming on the ice. And they go, okay, we got to finish this. Going back to the blue line, the opposite blue line. So I hit it, and I swear I missed it maybe by a foot. And then the other guy made it. So I got second. But I did get it was crazy. They gave me like a little Echo speaker, and it was by Georgia Lottery. So I got like $200 worth of lotto tickets and something else, all kinds of little gifts. But then we're leaving.
It's still nice of them.
So then we're leaving, we're laughing, we're having a good time. And the dude that won, the fricker, God, I could say it because it's a podcast, but I'm not going to. The clown was a dadgum from Canada. How am I supposed to beat that? Southern boy from facing Canada boy. That's my Gladiator story. That was pretty cool. I got on the ice.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's awesome.
But unfortunately, you were right. It's Canada. That's where hockey originated. That's where it's from.
But
So,
no, going to the game is insane.
it's something you got to experience. Because you thought soccer was fast-paced. Hockey is so much more fast-paced.
Oh, not even close. It's not even close.
That's why they take 2.5 minutes on a shift, go rest for like 2 minutes, then get right back out on the ice.
So it was funny. I took Clemson was playing Syracuse. I would take my kids to an away game, right? And I didn't tell them. I said, yeah, we might go to the Syracuse game. And so I planned ahead, checked them out of school, flew out early Friday, flew into Buffalo, and went to Niagara Falls because it's right there. And then I got Buffalo Sabre tickets for that night.
Nice.
And they suck.
Yeah.
They do suck.
But to this day, my kids are like love the Sabres and will look and see what they're doing, even though they suck. And then we drove across state to the Clemson Syracuse game the next day.
No, that's just like the Cleveland Browns. They suck, but they got a diehard fan base.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to go to a game.
Even if your team sucks, I feel like going to a sporting event in general is so much fun. It makes it so much better.
It is. And I know the Lightning's 0-2 right now, but if I was back in Tampa, I'd probably still be a season ticket.
I want to ask Dylan this. So big hockey guy. Mm-hmm. What do you think? And you might not have. What do you think of lacrosse? You haven't seen it in person, have you?
I have not seen it in person, but I've always been interested in it because it's literally the same thing, just without the skating.
It's hockey on land, and I mean they hit, and it's legal.
The only thing they have is shoulder pads. They don't have the knee pads or anything like that.
They have elbows.
Well, yeah, like a
they have hand gloves,
but it's like basically gym shorts and
And you can go with somebody at with your stick in your hand as long as you don't extend your arms. You can check them and put them on their ass.
Yeah,
and it's intense.
I always wanted to go to a game.
I've never seen. I mean, I've seen a little bit, but not enough.
And it is as fast as hockey.
Yeah,
it is
just
awesome.
without all that extra padding.
My kids started playing when they were younger, and it just started hitting the South. And I'm like, I don't even know this game. You know, I've heard of lacrosse, but I've never seen. When I started watching it, I'm like, dude, this is badass. Got little 7 and 8 year olds going up and checking people, putting them on their ass, and mama's going crazy, but it's legal.
And the thing about the lacrosse is, okay, you've seen a hockey stick,
right?
Especially a goalie hockey stick. They don't have a hockey stick. They have the same.
It's like that little, net bucket.
Yeah, they have the same. Yep. They have the same stick as everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, different positions can have longer sticks. Georgia has an indoor hockey team.
I might have to try that.
Which is even more physical than outdoor.
I have to try that.
So you have to check that out.
You said Georgia?
I think it's Georgia Swarm.
I have to check them out.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. Be something different to do. I feel like we need to do different stuff like that. Like we go to a lot of music festivals and concerts.
We got
and all
EDC
that.
coming up.
Yeah, that's gonna be so sick, man.
Did y'all go to Shaky Knees?
No, I wanted to though.
Did
I've always wanted to try it. Yeah, but yeah, we're more of the EDM side of things right now.
We got EDC.
That's like
the 3.5 weeks.
The lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's
I will
debatable.
see. I've seen.
We
lot
saw
of old,
like a 70-year-old couple out there last year.
Yeah,
right?
but I'd have a headache. I'd get a headache with all the going on.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah,
it's not for all people.
But yeah, speaking of EDC, Dylan.
So what does EDC stand for?
Electric Daisy Carnival.
Yeah.
Electric Daisy Carnival.
Yeah, their festivals. It's a lot of artsy kind of vibes to it. Very colorful. It's very aesthetically pleasing when you're there. You know, it's the coolest thing. Dylan will have to show you a picture. It's
We right as EDC ended last year, I bought tickets for this coming up.
Where's that at?
Orlando. So I get to go home.
There's like 500,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Last year was a little bit much. They oversold. So everybody was like shoulder to shoulder, and you had to like literally push your way
that
to
wasn't
get out.
when you're getting to the stages. When you're actually there, it's so big. It's, you know, Camping World Stadium is?
Yeah.
It's the outside of Camping World.
So let me ask you this. So the raves, is that sort of part of it too, or no?
Yeah. It's literally
that is
a giant rave, yeah.
Okay.
There's
for like 3 days.
Yeah, it's 4 stages.
But I mean, that's the EDM stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of like rave type of stuff. There's tons of that in Atlanta, you know.
Oh, yeah, I go to a lot of them. Trust me, I'm a big raver.
You might run across my son sometimes. I think he goes to one every now and then.
Imagine used to be.
I think he's going to see somebody this weekend at the Roxy.
I don't know who's there.
I don't know who's at the Roxy.
I don't know if it's EDM. I think it is EDM, he said.
I'll have to look into it.
But Georgia used to have the Imagine Festival, but they kind of shut down because.
Chris, is that your worst nightmare, going to like an EDM rave? No. Really?
He's actually going to go to one with
Wait
us
a minute.
next week.
I've been to one.
I thought you didn't like people and stuff.
I don't, but I ended up finding a little
See?
He left. I turned around. I was like, "Where did Chris go?" And then I find him later, and he's like, "Oh, I was meeting up with this girl." I was like, "Okay, well, I guess you dipped from your friends for a girl, but it's all right." I understand.
Yeah, I had some fun in the parking lot.
So
We did drink a
let me
lot.
ask. Okay, I was going to ask you. So at these EDM things, are people tripping a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Like on
Most
mushrooms and
A
stuff like
lot
that.
of people do that.
I don't know if people do that anymore. Back in my day, that's mushrooms and
For me though,
and weed is a whole different ball. They probably don't do weed. That's not much. Or they
Well,
do.
yeah, people do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it.
That's a whole
Nothing
different.
off the table.
Old school weed and new school weed is completely different.
Yeah. I personally, whenever I go, I like to maybe smoke a tiny bit and drink a little bit. But some people, they just take way too much stuff. They're falling
tripping
over.
and everything. Yeah.
They have to go to the emergency tent all the time. It's just, why do that to yourself? Enjoy the experience. You know, it's an experience.
So now you're confusing me, man. You're good with that stuff,
Yeah.
but then you have anxiety sometimes around. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's your setting. Maybe you're comfortable setting.
Most definitely. I mean, like whenever I'm out in public, I feel like everybody's looking at me and stuff of that nature. And then
You got to take the attitude of, man, they're looking at me because I'm a good looking dude.
Yeah.
You sort of got the Jack Black look, man. And everybody loves that guy.
That's the first, and that actually makes a lot of sense.
that is the
Like an
first.
emo Jack Black. Yeah.
I mean, don't you think a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit?
I agree with you. Yeah.
You could pull that off.
I've been told I look like Ruby from Suicide Boys.
I don't know who that is.
You look like a lot of different things, but that's a compliment, though.
Yeah. I'll take the Jack Black one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
a compliment.
You should roll with that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like whenever you get into a setting that is,
Full of people like me.
yeah, like you're really a vibe person. So if
Oh,
the
most
people you're around are very chill, very outgoing, I think that brings you out of your shell. If you're around people that are a little bit more closed off and quiet, it kind of brings that side of you out. I feel like
Yeah.
you thrive off your environment. I'm the same way. So yeah. So I think sometimes it's good to just go out and do it because you'll end up meeting up to those people and then you'll bring out your shell. Not worry about meeting with people that are weird and quiet. You know what I mean?
I mean, that girl definitely got me out of my shell that night.
I don't know nothing about that because I wasn't there. But hey, speaking of music, what kind of music are
Somebody
you into?
playing right now?
Yeah, it's the
Jeez.
Jaguars and Browns, I believe.
Because somebody just posted something, go Jets. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell's going on?
Oh, wait, no,
Hey,
it is the Jets.
Sorry,
It's
changing
the
the.
Jets.
Oh, man. Change subject completely. We're talking about Chris's stuff.
no, it's all
now
good.
he probably killed his.
We could always fix
Wow,
it.
they don't care about me now.
We could definitely fix that.
Broncos and Jets right now on Monday.
Broncos,
We
Jets.
can definitely fix that. But speaking of music, what music are you into right now, Chris?
Taylor Swift new album.
Yeah, definitely. He has that shit on repeat.
Yeah, I have not heard that, but I heard that there's a song on the album that talks about Travis
Wood.
Kelce.
Yeah.
It's Wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hear that, but
I don't either. It was forced in my brain.
I mean, you did ask.
no, I don't want to hear that song. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
So what? Yeah, I think I've asked you this before, but go ahead and answer what you're listening to nowadays.
Honestly, a lot of everything.
You look
Of
like
course.
you look like you could get into some Zeppelin.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, buddy.
Most definitely.
Yeah, see, we got something in common.
But all this week has mainly been Bring Me the Horizon, Suicide Boys, Sleep Token, Bad Omens, and Chris Gray.
Give
Tim
me
has
give
no
me
idea
some
who
old
these
school. What type of music is that genre?
Chris Gray is more like not necessarily pop or hip hop. It's kind of soft rock ish.
Okay.
Sleep Token, you can't put them in a category. They got everything.
Yeah, they
Bad
look-
Omens, heavy metal, Bring Me the Horizon, pop punk / heavy metal.
All right. So you like a little bit of everything. I like that. It's cool.
What about you, Tim? What do you listen to?
I listen to a little bit of everything myself, believe it or not. Now, back in the day, when I first started, I think I told you all this. My first cassette tape was AC/DC Back in Black. So I'd listen to the classic rock stuff like that, the AC/DCs, the Aerosmiths,
The Misfits.
the Clash. If you want to talk punk, that would probably be sort of there. But I'll go everywhere. Like I'll get in a country fix.
Sometimes I do that too.
Where I'll listen to I'm not like the soft country crap. I like the Dierks Bentley and
Like country rock kind of.
I like Luke Bryan stuff, stuff like that. Then I'll listen to frickin' Dadgum T.I. and I'll listen to Nelly,
Oh yeah.
Flow Rida, some stupid stuff like that.
You did he?
No,
P.
no,
Diddy.
don't go there, buddy.
we don't
Don't
listen
go
to P.
there,
Diddy.
Dylan.
I knew I smelled baby wool around here.
Motley Crue. I'll go a little bit heavier, like Motley Crue.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably about as heavy as I get. Metallica don't do much for me. Zeppelin, of course. The Who. The Doors. I'll go about everywhere.
It's good to be diverse in music, I think.
I just get in a rhythm where I'll listen to something for 2 weeks and I'll be like, okay, I'm done with that. I need to listen to some chill Little River Band. Yeah,
like I have specific playlists for genres, and so when I want to listen to a certain genre, I have like maybe 20,000 songs total I listen to.
Yeah, I told them my first concert was Billy Idol at Six Flags.
A concert at Six Flags.
That's what everybody says. I think that's what Chris said.
They used to do it. I mean, Busch Gardens does it all the time.
Right by the Scream Machine, man. They'd do a stage right there. But that was a long time ago. That was in 1983.
Definitely don't want to do a concert.
Rebel Yell Tour. That's how long ago that was.
So I know I kind of mentioned P. Diddy over here a few minutes ago. What do we think about his sentencing?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
He's the creepiest dude ever.
4 years and 2 months in prison.
And he's already been there for a while.
Yeah.
So he's already served time, and they'll probably give him early release. It's garbage.
It really shows that money will get you out of anything.
It's crazy.
That's what got him out of that, because there's so much evidence against him, and he only got, what did you say, like 4 years, right?
4 years and 2 months.
Yeah, it's wild to see.
That is scary stuff, dude.
Almost definitely.
There needs to be more evidence that is actually looked at and give him an actual sentence. But
well, I mean, if we know if the world starts running out of baby oil, he's back at it again. So.
I guess so.
Baby oil, baby powder, anything that starts with baby.
We talked about in our last podcast too, but it's just that's another example of the world just being in a weird spot, because stuff like that should not be so. It's like they're very lenient on him. I feel like it's just
some weird people out there, guys.
Yeah, very weird.
Well, I mean, shoot, if we really think about it, the world hasn't felt right since COVID.
Yeah, bringing back to COVID, I wanted to touch on that. Yeah, COVID changed the whole landscape of the world, if you ask me. Everything's different. I've noticed it. I actually, we all became, or at least me and Chris, we started our adult lives right as COVID hit. So it's really obvious that the change in the switch, it's.
I've seen a lot. My son, because y'all, how old are y'all?
I'm 24.
25.
Okay, so my youngest just turned 23. I have a 26-year-old, 28-year-old daughter, and a 30-year-old son. So what I saw through my 23-year-old is like, dude, it's like, now the school he was going to, he was allowed to go to school, but people got by themselves a lot, and social media, and kids don't know how to communicate. And my 30-year-old son, who works in the bar and restaurant business in Clemson, the kids that went through the COVID years, he said it was just odd. It's just like, and now it's coming back around. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a weird time, dude. Like back in the day, I remember playing outside and not coming home till streetlights came on. And my kids would play outside a good bit. And now, I don't know if I'd let my kid play outside by themselves much anymore, dude. There's so many creepers out there.
Yeah. Shootings, random shootings, everything's going
Just creepers.
That happened with me whenever I was little. My parents pushed on me to be outside a lot. But then, 2014, 2015, they told me they started pushing me back inside. It's weird how the world has changed.
It's like the Lakin Riley.
Yeah.
My son actually knew her. They went to church together. They went on a mission trip
Let's see,
together.
that whole thing happened, about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, and she was just jogging in the middle of the day, dude. I mean.
That's crazy.
Crazy stuff.
I will say the one good thing that happened out of COVID was I actually found Complete Game Broadcasting and went to school during peak COVID and graduated.
Yeah.
COVID, I think, gave a lot of people a chance to restart life and change things, because you kind of had no choice.
It put me in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's changed the 9-to-5 job for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's changed everything. Even
people are doing more remote, working at home.
Even when you go to grocery stores, gas stations, fast food restaurants, they're all so depleted now. It's because a lot of people are having to do different things now, because that stuff does not require, or does not give you the money that's required to survive. So yeah, it changed everything.
I mean, I loved it. I didn't have to talk to anybody, see anybody, do nothing. I loved it.
Tim's over there like, wow.
Oh my
But
gosh.
no, I'm not gonna lie. What messed me up when COVID first started, before COVID hit, I was big into like wearing face masks. Like that was my style. And I remember
Before?
Yeah. And before, so I remember waking up one day going to like Walmart or something and seeing everybody with a face mask on. And I remember looking around like, did I start a trend in fucking Carrollton?
Yeah, he used to wear like these, it was like more of, I would say he was a very hardcore emo person. So he wanted to kind of fit that aesthetic. So that's where the face mask came from. Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. When they were mandating the masks anywhere, I didn't wear a mask. I'm like,
I did sometimes.
So here's this is my take on that. I had a mask in my glove compartment of my car. I didn't wear it.
either.
But here's the deal. Walmart required you to wear it. I wasn't one of those rebels that said, you know what, I'm not going to wear it. I'm going to raise hell.
that's why I didn't go shopping at Walmart.
Exactly. My thing is, okay, that's their rule.
I
That's
went
cool.
somewhere else.
That's the rules. That's cool. I just won't go there. I won't.
I went to
Or Costco. I won't go there.
I went to Publix, Kroger.
It's crazy that our local little bar, it was called Sidelines Bar and Grill, and they have like an L-shaped bar, probably about 15 seats around it. They never closed it.
For real?
Yep, no mask and no nothing. Nobody ever got sick. I don't know about how I don't know how y'all feel about the vaccine type of stuff. I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
None of my kids got it, and
But
we're
the thing
fine. But
The thing that kind of boggles my mind, they want you to wear a mask when you get inside the restaurant, but COVID magically goes away when you sit down to take away your mask.
I know. Well, it's your choice.
I mean-
right? That's their rules. See,
Yeah,
that's my
but
problem.
But it's like, oh, does COVID go away while you're eating?
I saw
No, but here's my thing, man. With society, it's like people like to buck the rules in the system. You know what? If there's rules somewhere and you don't like them, go somewhere else. That's what I did.
Sure.
You know, find something where they don't have rules.
That's why I didn't go to Walmart during COVID. Went somewhere else.
the government handled that wrong. I think we all agree on that.
Although I
Florida
do agree,
didn't. Florida
we should
handled it.
probably bring back the 24-hour Walmart. It's been about 5 years now.
Yes.
They're still around,
Where at?
and the one in Woodstock's open 24 hours, I think.
I guess we're going to Woodstock.
I double checked that. I don't want
That'd
you
be
to go
cool,
all
just
the
a field trip to go to Walmart.
Just go to 24-hour Walmart.
Just to experience our childhood again. Yeah.
But yeah, ever since COVID, they haven't brought back the 24 hours, and it's time.
It does suck, especially whenever let's say if you get home late, you can't go get groceries like you used to. You can go whenever you wanted. It made it so much more convenient.
What you pointing at Chris for?
Yeah,
I was trying to push it. We'll cut this, but I was trying to push the topic to you.
He's taking one of his 1 minute micro naps.
Yeah, I was trying to readjust, man.
Okay, my bad, man. I was trying to push
my
the topic
mic
to
all
you
out of
because there was
whack,
one
you
topic
know?
you didn't talk about yet. You want to touch on?
My mic got a little excited, started pointing up a little
Okay.
bit. I had to fix it. All right.
I think I like the Jack Black Chris better than I do emo Chris.
Jack Black Chris is where it's at. Yeah.
Is it the new hairstyle?
You could pull it off, man. I mean, you could be a chick magnet at these EDM places.
I mean, find me a little rave Betty. Don't sound too bad.
Raves, all the women. Yeah. I can't say much about what I think about that, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not trying to get canceled
Baddies.
already.
We call them birds. Birds.
Call me bird seed. So
There you go.
So we do have about 5 minutes left of this podcast. Is there any specific topic anybody wants to talk about before we get out of here today?
what I want to start doing in every episode is kind of go around asking everybody kind of like what's been one thing recently that has made you think differently in life. Whether that be a quote, an experience, something you saw, something of that nature. Tim, since you're the guest of honor, how about you?
Mine's pretty easy for me, and you guys aren't there yet. I'm getting to the age where, I hate to say it, but probably looking at the last third of my life. And that's sort of sometimes like, whoa, shit, wake up call, right? And I see my dad go through Parkinson's. He's had Parkinson's now for about 4 years, and it's just gotten awful. And I see how much he's missed out on life. And it's like, it's because he worked till he was like 70, 75. I'm like, enjoy life. Give yourself, even at y'all's age, give yourself days to just drop everything and just enjoy. Mine right now is I want to travel. So I'm giving myself 3 years. I want to be retired. I want to enjoy the last 20 years of just traveling and enjoying life. I mean, that's what we're here. When we pass 100% fact, 100% no doubt about it, everybody's going to die.
Most definitely.
And when you die, you don't take anything with you. So, yeah, that's my thing. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I agree with that. That's kind of how I'm starting to live my life, too. I realized in my young years, my parents were trying to push me to do this, this, and this, and this. Now I'm trying to do those things, but also enjoy life at the same time. I preach to a lot of people to have balance. I think balance is important. And with me, right now I'm trying to be healthier, eat healthier, go to the gym more, make time to, I like going raving, just do more fun things and just do it cost effectively. And, it's kind of live in the moment is one thing I preach a lot too.
I think too, if I can jump in on that,
Yeah.
that was very good. One thing I've taught all my kids, or I've told all my kids, I'm like, don't chase the American dollar. Do something you love, and you'll be fine financially. If you're involved in some type of work or some type of hobby or something that you really dig and you like doing it, you can make money from it and enjoy it. So
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to push and promote my music that I'm working on, because that's one thing I really want to do with my life is making music. It's a difficult business to get into, but I strive to really get there. I've been doing it with my dad for about 10 years, so I'm learning more and more as I go, and I'm studying promotion and how people promote themselves, obviously studying the music side itself. So that's one thing I'm trying to do is do that, because I know I'm going to enjoy that.
you have a stage name?
Ecliptic was my stage name at one point.
Okay,
I'm starting to use my own name too. I haven't decided which one I want to use yet, but I have multiple ideas. But yeah,
My quote that I live by daily is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take,"
Ooh,
I agree with that one.
by Wayne Gretzky.
that hits home
Definitely.
right now.
Definitely. And, I go through life thinking about that every day. It's like, if I don't make a effort to do this today, I may not get the chance to do it again.
Yeah,
That goes along with a lot of things in life. I was married for 23 years before I got divorced. And so there's a lot of hesitation in the dating scene.
oh yeah,
And it sucked, man. Dating scene sucks in the 50s. People are crazy, men and women. So when I first started seeing my new girlfriend, it's like I was hesitant, dude. I had a wall up, vulnerable. Take your shot. You're right, dude. What's the worst? I mean,
The worst thing happens is you miss.
yeah.
And as Rocky Balboa said, you get right back up and you keep punching.
So you want to hear another funny story? Do I have time? Do I have time?
yeah,
Do I
yeah,
have
yeah,
time?
yeah.
So freshman year in college, this is 1985. We didn't have these. What are these? Cell phones. We didn't have these. We had the beep beep, the little push button phones, right?
Or the little turning ones
So,
on the wall.
so listen to this. So our freshman year, they'd have a freshman book. And the freshman book had a picture of every freshman at Clemson and where they were from. And then in our rooms, we had a little phone book, a campus phone book. You could look up everybody's name and see their little extension and just punch it into the phone. So it's my sophomore year. We had these two freshman guys move in next to us. And I'm still friends with one of them. I've been friends with him forever. His name's Chip. First week of class, there must have been, no lie, 20 to 30 girls that came by his dorm room. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Pimp.
And he goes,
for sure.
I'm looking at my freshman book. I'm marking all the good-looking girls, and I'm calling every one of them. He goes, take a shot, man. He goes, I might call 20. If one of them shows up, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like, damn. No, you can put that to life, actually.
Pimp
So,
101.
yeah.
Interesting. Chris, what about you? You got something you want to preach on?
Yeah. There's times in life where we all struggle with feeling as if nobody truly hears us out. We all have our bad days. We all have our good days. The most important thing to remember in life is, in order to have a good day, you need to understand what a bad day is. You need to have that bad day. I'm not sure where I found this quote at, or if it was just something I had made up during a dark moment in my life. The moment we let our head, it's not us losing, it's not us giving up. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you get up. All that matters is that you got up. That's what people look at the most.
That's a good quote.
Yeah, man.
Puts it in perspective.
Failure's not a bad thing.
Oh, yeah,
Not
most
at all.
definitely.
I remember, and I forget the name of the book, you guys, Abraham Lincoln. I don't know how many times he failed in elections and stuff. It's insane. So it's just getting yourself back up, man. Learn from those experiences. And I think you're right. A lot of people fear that.
Oh, yeah.
I know my kids do. They fear failure. And I'm like, guys,
Yeah, overthinking is
just enjoy it. I mean, if you,
problem.
yeah, it's a disappointment, but it's not the end of the world.
Pick yourself
It's going to make
up
you
and
better
learn from it.
in the long run.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool.
So everybody just keep your head up. Don't let your crown fall.
Absolutely. I agree with everything we talked about. Every single message that we talked about, I think, is important to learn. So thank you, Tim, for letting us use the
Thanks for
studio
letting me
and joining us.
sort of dominate the conversation. I apologize
It's okay.
for
Yeah,
that.
you're the, you're the guest. You wanted to kind of preach your, how would I word it? You wanted to put the studio out there, kind of get promotion for it.
I mean, we talked about a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It was a good
It was
podcast.
a really good podcast. Yeah.
And no sports. How about that? Oh, we did talk a little bit
Yeah,
about
we
hockey
talked
and,
about
and
sports.
lacrosse and that type of stuff.
Well, we talked about the main things.
We didn't talk about how much the Florida Gators and Tampa Bay Buccaneers suck. But
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, I guess that's it for the show.
Yeah, that'll be it.
I'm sorry, who's 4-1?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the CDG experience. Until next time.